Of all antic sights and pageantry, which English idiots run in crowds to see, the polished medal bears the prize alone, a monster more the favourite of the town, than either fairs or theatres have shown. Neither did art so well with nature strive, nor ever idol seemed so much alive, so like the man so golden to the sight, so base within, so counterfeit and light. That's an extract from The Medal by John Dryden. And I think that we all strive for our medals, as Dryden put it. We are all idiots striving for our medals within our tank game. However, of all the medals that we strive for, surely the Kolobanov is the one that we actually don't want, because if you're in that situation, it means that things have gone rather tits up, and you're against 3 or possibly more tanks alone. So here are some tips, some experience, what to do if you find yourself in that situation. First thing is looking at the specs. T54 Mod 1. I'm not saying it's a particularly good tank to Kolobanov. I'm not saying it's a particularly bad tank to Kolobanov. I'm just saying that what you need to do firstly is to know your tank. If you don't know your tank intimately, then you're going to be in trouble, because the tactics that you will need when left alone rather depend on the tank you're in. So they differ when you're in a light or a medium tank or a heavy tank or a TD. However, let's look at this battle here. By the way, the first thing I will mention about this battle is that the IS-3 on my team has his mother playing on the same team too, because later on when things don't go so well for him, you'll see he starts talking to her, and it was a first for me. I think I've been on teams with there's been brothers, and I think I've been on teams when there's been a dad and a son, but never with one's mother. But I guess we live and learn one. So anyway, this is a position I often adopt on this map. I think it gives one some control and has soft cover and hard cover. The T54 Mod 1 is good for bouncing shots, but to him, and we've removed him from the game. Now, here's where things start to go wrong in this game. The IS-3 decides to YOLO. He decides that he's going to push forward and put pressure on the others, but he goes way too far, and he puts himself in harm's way, as the poets used to say. So this creates a predicament. Now, as I've mentioned before, and I'm a nice guy, I'm a generous type of person, the temptation here is always to go and help him. However, one must resist that temptation, because if I were to go and help him now, and I'm thinking about it, and actually I'm sort of thinking about it right here, and I catch one, then not only would he be dead, but I would also be dead. And that's not going to help anybody, and we certainly would have lost that game. Oh, we have a tournament. 101, always active. What a great clan. Now, the only good thing about that IS-3 going YOLO is that we now know where all the enemy are, so I can move around and flank with certainty, and knowing I'm not going to get caught out by a large TD and get a massive Frodo or Freddie Mercury round right up to Jackson. It's spotted again, but I think the terrain is going to help me here, so I'm going to move around. Now, the thing about, good gameplay, know your tank. Secondly, conserve your hit points. This is particularly important if you're going to be left in a Kolobanov situation. And you will see later in this game that because I did go out there, because I conserved my hit points, when we are left 3v1, in actuality my total hit points are equal to that of the enemy. So while it's still in their favour because it's 3 guns against 1, if I can manipulate the hit point training, then in actuality we do have a good chance of at least putting at least show. So here we go. I've come around. I've just been spotted now, but this SU has other business in front of him, and you can see here now we've lost a couple of tanks. We've lost another, but I've managed to take out that SU, and now I can come up and I can try to help this Centurion. Now you saw that the IS-3 was speaking to his mother there. You know, he's saying 1 against 5. Fuck you, mom. Mom, why are you not helping me? Fuck you, mom. Fuck mom. So obviously, while he was playing with his mum, she's not a particularly good player, or at least he wasn't happy with her play style, which was obviously somewhat disappointing, particularly as today in Europe is Mother's Day, so this game is somewhat ironic in that respect, I guess. Here's something to do as take an opportunistic shot on him. Then I go around, I use cover, I'm going to come under the bridge, and I'm going to try to isolate these two one-shot tanks before the IS-3 gets in with his big gun. Now, in fairness to this T-34 Mark II, he probably would have expected me to be facing forward, but I did think he might try to sneak one in on me. So that was a great shot. I think it was a nice snapshot, which you don't always do with Russian guns, I have to say. Now here, the secret is keep moving. Rely on the armor of the tank. Don't go out there. And that bounce is winner, winner, chicken dinner. That bounce and this bounce here is what wins this game for us. Because now I know I can safely take on both of them, even though I got unlucky there. One has to be fair to the gods that I did bounce the previous two shots, so I can't complain too much. But the secret here was to continually move, keep moving, jinking, bobbing, weaving. I did have some luck, but then one creates one's own luck when one moves. And one jinks and bobs in creating angles. And the T-54 Mod 1 is particularly good for that, so it goes back to my original point, one must know one's tank. If I'd been in a light tank there, I probably would have adopted a different strategy. So, there we are, Kolobanov. I mean, it wasn't a spectacular game, but nonetheless, I think we did steal victory from the jaws of defeat. And, you know, I think the tips are maintain your hit points, conserve them, be greedy with them, be selfish. Don't go off running to help a clanmate or a teammate if he's doing something stupid as that IS-3 did. Be aware of what you can and cannot do. I could not help an IS-3. If I had gone, we'd both be dead and that game would have been lost. Have Pramo loaded up. You need it. Why? Well, look at it this way. It reduces the laws. It uses the laws of probability in your favor to reduce the possibility of a bounce. Because if you bounce one shot, as the IS-3 did and the Rudy did on me, then it really does affect one's ability to win the game. By using Pramo, you reduce the laws of probability against you, and the chances of you penetrating are higher. I would constrain the target with the largest DPM if possible, but take opportunistic shots if they're free. For example, on the red IS-3 when I was traversing the valley, I was just able to put one into him opportunistically, and that really helped when we came to the 2v1 situation. Keep moving when you're in a brawl, never stand still, keep moving, facing them up all the time. And of course, as I said earlier, have the Pramo and don't be afraid to use it. That's what it's fucking there for. So, there you are. I hope you enjoyed it. A lot of fun. Like us on Facebook, all that sort of stuff. Subscribe on YouTube. And as Dryden said, let us chase the middle if we can. For we are mere mortals in the lifespan. Okay, thank you. Cheers, Mash. Take care. See you now. Bye-bye.